All right. Happy moment to you. This is class number 6, the last one. And it's a bit of you have to kind of buy into the game of it and take it really seriously when you answer the questions to get the trick at the end. I promise you, if you take the questions really seriously and really give some thought to your answers, that you'll be very pleased at the end that you did. So this is going to be something where you'll start and stop your video, right? I won't be talking very much. You'll be thinking most of the time and writing. So you need paper always or your phone. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to write down the names of 5 people, and you'll write them down like this, and you'll leave space in between each one. 5 people that you just admire or love, or there's something about them that you are just so drawn to. You're just drawn to them. You don't have to know them. They could be alive, they could be dead. For some reason, they always say that one of the rules of the game, it can't be your child. I don't know why that is. But anyway, don't make it your child. So, 5 people, again, and it could be spirit that's been incarnated in form. Buddha is one of mine. Um, Michelle Obama is one of mine. Don't know her. Would love to know her. But so it doesn't matter who they are in terms of connected to you literally. The idea is who are you drawn to? Just love them. I just love Michelle Obama. Who are those people you see or you hear about or you know something about? Maybe you know them. Maybe it's a neighbor. Maybe it's a favorite aunt or somebody that you just love to bits. Just love them, admire them. You're drawn to them. Those are the words you want to think about. I'm drawn to them. I love them. My hair looks funky. So, 5, 5, and hit pause and come back when you've written those 5 down like this. All right, now you're back. I don't know how to get rid of that glare in my glasses. I can see myself. It's very unsettling. Anyway, second instructions. Now you got your 5 names. Now this is the part that you really want to pay attention to and not just, write a couple of words and be done. You want to look at 3 characteristics for each person that you wrote that are the characteristics that you're most drawn to about them. And now we're looking at characteristics. We're not looking like if you put Diana Ross. You would say, I'm drawn to a great singer. Well, yes, she's a great singer, but what about that are you drawn to? Her singing changed lives. Her singing brought joy to the world. Her singing made me happy. Okay? So be very, very, very thorough in this and write a whole sentence. Like my thing that I love about Michelle Obama, regardless of what people said about her, she stayed true to her. She was always authentic to who she was or is, right? Is, certainly is. So think thoroughly 3 characteristics for each one. So when you turn the camera back on, you're going to have 15 characteristics of things that you were just drawn to, that these people have exhibited, that those characteristics are what drew you to them. And again, try to make it a whole sentence and stay away from, he was a great political figure or a great writer. That's what he was, but what was the characteristic? His writing made people think about themselves in a different way. His writing was impactful to helping others find their way. You get the idea. Click the video off. Come back when you have 15 characteristics in a sentence form of what you are drawn to about these people. All right. Now you have 15 characteristics. Now read through each 15, and now you're not worried about the people now. You're not thinking about the people. You're just looking at the characteristics. Go through all 15 and circle the 5 that when you read it, just you're like, oh my gosh, I love that about them. That's my favorite thing in all the world, that they do this for humanity, or they make me feel this way when I'm around them. So you're really looking for what is it that you are just energetically drawn to? What is it that you just can't get enough of about them? Circle those 5, star them, somehow figure out those top 5. Hit pause. Come back when you have those 5. I don't know why I feel like I have to pause, but anyway, so you're back. You've got 5 characteristics. So there's this wonderful saying in 12-step programs. Do you get the sense I just love 12-step programs? The world would be so different if everyone worked with 12 steps. The saying, you spot it, you got it. You spot it, you got it. And the way it's most characteristically used in 12-step programs is if something irritates you, what irritates you? Oh my God, I'm so irritated by that. You're really irritated by that. You're irritated by it because you do it. Data. Don't know about that. But that is true. It's actually 100% true. There's no exception to that. So, that thing that you don't like, that you get really upset about. Now, the idea is, you're really upset by it. You don't just like notice it and then say, oh, well, who cares? Not my deal. But you like can't stand it, and you talk to other people about it, and you're like, gosh, look at this. It's happening. That means you're doing it. So that's how it's routinely used in 12-step programs. The flip of that is also true. The really wonderful, amazing, fabulous qualities that you're drawn to in someone else, you are drawn to them because they are inside of you. So what you have created, those 5 characteristics, is what's known as your heart's ID. So a wonderful minister at CSL Dallas, years and years. She was there, I think, for over 30 years. Petra Weldes. I took a class of hers probably 30 years ago, 25 years ago, for sure. And she did this exercise. I don't know where she got it, but she may have made it up. I don't know. Maybe she did. But I am saying her name because I got it from her. Petra Weldes. And it just was transformative to me when I did it. And I was like, what? Because again, one of mine, 25 years ago, I would have known Michelle Obama. Maybe I've done it several times. That is so funny. I'm just now thinking of that. I wonder who my original 5 were, because I have done the exercise a few times over the course of my journey. So, but the idea is you have now created your heart's ID, meaning these characteristics that you are so drawn to in the other person are what you brought into the world to give out to the world. Now, this homework, it's kind of a fun exercise. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's me. Yeah, no, maybe. But to really get anything really powerfully out of it, and when I say powerfully out of it, I mean like raise your frequency in 7 days out of it, you do the homework. And this is the homework. So first, you're going to put those 5 statements in first person. So for Michelle Obama, I would say I, regardless of what people say about me, I am authentic. I do what I do. I'm not bothered by what other people say about me. I remember the one that I put for Buddha, and I didn't know Buddha 25 years ago. So I put I bring light to the darkness. So you're going to put them in first person. So if you ended up with something like, the great singer, and you say, I can't sing, then you're going to go back now and you're going to really think about what is it about their singing that I like? Oh, their singing brings joy to the world. I bring joy to the world. And if you're writing them and you think, that's not, I'm not going to, it's too big. You're on the right track. Keep writing. First person, first person. So then you end up with 5 first person, really beautiful characteristics that are embodied in you. So there's something magical and mystical about the number 7. It's in a lot of different sort of spiritual texts, something about the number 7. And so your homework becomes to say these 5 things 70 times a day for 7 days in a row. If you say it 2 days and then you skip a day, you have to start again. If you say it 55 times one day, you have to start again. 70 times a day. Now, you're not going to do it all and, you pass out. So the idea is to do 10 at a time. So you wake up in the morning and you brushing your teeth and you get out your little sheet of paper and you say them 10 times. You have 10 fingers. You make a little mark on a sheet of paper. Then I don't know, you're driving to work, you're at a stoplight, and look at the little piece of paper. Somehow you go through 10 at a time, and at the end of the day, you've got 7 hashtags on your little sheet of paper to know that you've said them. It's best to say them out loud 70 times. 70 times. Then you stack 7 days in a row. You will feel something differently at the end of that 7 days. And I had this woman, I used to do this everything on Restaurant in the jail is on a 90-day cycle. So every 90 days I would do this with women. And I had a woman that would come and volunteer every Tuesday night that I did this class. And she could read energy. She could kind of tell people's energy. And she would say, I'll be here next week, and I'll be able to look around the room and tell the people that actually did the homework. And she would be able to do that because their energy would shift ever so slightly, and maybe sometimes more than slightly, in that 7-day period if they had authentically done that 70 times a day for 7 days in a row. So we kind of end on that. And end on that idea in terms of ending the classes, the little 6-week class kind of thing that I put together for all of us to continue to do together in life, learn together. But to understand that if I'm fully committing to something that, that takes something to take 70 times a day to, keep up throughout my day and do my 10 and look at my, you don't get to the end of the day and you only have 3 slashes and you have to do 40 in, an hour. That's not really how the design of the homework is. And so if you really commit yourself to doing something that does take some persistence and consistency and some thought, and you do it for 7 days, it's really a powerful something that you're doing in terms of remessaging your automatic pilot. You can really make a difference. So I love you. I hope you do it. I'd love to hear how you do, how you feel after your 7 days.